Hi, so today is March the 15th, um, and I wanted to share a dream that I had March the 3rd. So I've been trying to get to you guys to make this video, but for whatever reason, I just haven't been feeling up to making a video. And even just now, I had ate my breakfast, right? Went and laid down. I'm laying down in bed, and I'm like, every day I've been meaning to uh, cover this video with this dream, and I just, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just haven't had the interest to do, but something will come and nag me this day or a day later to do this dream. And so when I went and laid down, I was looking through the news and then I was looking at, I think I saw something about tornadoes. And I said, I looked it up, saw a few states, and I was like, let me get up here and do this before I be getting in trouble. And the Lord, or, I go crossing over and the angel be looking at me like, look, so let's share the dream. So again, it was a Sunday, March the 3rd, I believe. The dream starts off, I'm with my sister. And we had a good day, my sister and I. She's 17 or 18 months older, the sister I grew up with. And we had a great day. Well, it had ended, the day had ended, and it was light outside, but it was going to get a little darker, sooner or later. It was on its way. The weather was nice outside. It looked like it could have been a little past summer. I don't know. It could have been like August or something like that. I don't know. There was nothing to show what season it was, but I know that darkness was going to come soon. So I'm standing in her place and I ask her, will you take me home? And she says, no. And didn't do anything. So I got my things and I left out her place. And my concern was it it even changed within the time that I was in the house. Outside it was going to get a little dark. And I looked outside to my left after I left her home, and there were some people, some kids or whatever out. And I went right, and I'm walking on the road, right, and I'm going to the bus stop because I'm sure I lost my car in December to a transmission problem. So since December the 2nd, I catch the bus to wherever I need to go. So that's understandable. I'm going to the bus stop in the dream, but I'm having difficulty walking. I'm like, what is the problem? So I'm walking and I'm walking. All of a sudden, I hit the pavement, and trying to get up was so hard. I noticed I had high heels on and this big purse. These big purse, these lady, nice big purse. Look, it could have been leather or whatever. And I'm trying to get up and I'm going back down, trying to get up, going back down. And I don't know what you call those little sewer things where you can see in there where it collects the water right there. I was like by one of those trying to get up and everything. And finally, I get up. I walk all the way down the street, and I can hear the kids in the background still playing on the street as I walk down to the street, and I turn to the right because this area I don't know at all. Never been here before. It's nothing familiar in my mind. I turn to the right, and these people are at the bus stop. And there was like 4 or 5 people, but one lady stood out to me that I spoke to. She was a black lady. And I asked her, is this the bus to go up north? And she says, no. She said, she pointed to the left of us going in that direction. She said, you would have to go that way and go past Lawrence Street. And I said, okay, thank you. And they were, looked like they were like lower income. You know, I couldn't see if they were like, they didn't come across as bad people, but just poor people, working people trying to make it. That's the way they looked to me. So I said, okay. And my heart, my mind is like, I got to get over there because darkness is going to come. And I do not want to be in the neighborhood catching the bus, don't know where I'm going, right? And darkness is coming. I started walking, and she said, over there, and it was past Lawrence Street. I don't know these streets. I get to this street. I mean, it was like boom, right there. I get to this street, And it was like I was in New Orleans, not like the Mardi Gras, but New Orleans. Like you get to the street and it was sexual. All these ladies were out with their skimpy outfits on. Men were all hugging up on there. Everybody was having a good time. It was a lot of, just festive activities, but it was orgy like setting. It was horrible. And I was just standing there on the street, looking up and down the street, going, Lord have mercy. What is, I started walking. I got across this street. It was a long, street full of this activity. They were having a grand time. It was festive. They were enjoying. There was no hiding. Everything was in the open. Whatever it is, whatever sexual activity, whatever you wanted to do. Okay, you can just call this adultery street. I did not look at this. She said past Lawrence Street, so I never knew, was this Lawrence Street. So I went past the street, and right there, boom, I'm at the bus stop, another bus stop. And there's two ladies there, and both of them were Caucasian. And they were like in their early 40s, maybe hitting late 30s. Well to do, look like, upper middle class. And I was like, so is this bus going north? And she says, no, this bus is going to go that way. It's going to I 65. And I was like, oh. So I'm like, well, where is the bus that's going to go north? And at this time, it's very little light, but there's light, very little. And I'm like, well, where is the bus to go north? And she pointed me to the right side over there. Because this was big buses. Because as I'm talking to her, there was a big bus that passed us and turned left where she had pointed. And there was a big bus that turned right where she pointed and said, it's over there. So I said, okay. And as I started walking, I see this huge group of people, just the back of their heads, and they all look the same. All, to me, it looked like Hispanic people. I don't know. All I know is they all look the same. It could have been anything. They could have been, it just looked like it was some type of Spanish people or something, the back of their heads. All I saw was the back of their heads. And the bus was pulling up. It's getting dark. So fear set into me. So it was a huge crowd. I noticed as I was running over there to get to the bus, the big buses, the large buses that I see, changed to a small bus. So you got this big crowd over here. The bus is now then pulled up as a little bus, not as big as all the other buses you see. And everybody's running to the door fighting to get in. And so I thought, oh my God, just within one click, it's going to be dark. And I don't know anything about this area. So I just aggressively, automatically went back to when I was a child riding the bus in Detroit. So I knew I had to get on this bus. So I did what I had to do. Went through the crowd, got on the bus. I'm on the bus. Everybody did not make this bus because it's a shorter bus. I don't know why the bus showed up short or halfway. Huge crowd. No way everybody was going to get on this bus. And I felt bad about jumping the line, but I had to get on this bus. Fear set in. So we're on the bus. Everybody's on the bus that could get on there on the seats. A big guy, that's the bus driver, and I'm standing up in the door because then I had doubts. Well, where is this bus going north? Because that's where I want to go. Because once I get north, I'm safe. Once I get north, it didn't matter to me where I was at. I was safe, and I knew that. And he just looked at me like, I'm like, is the bus going north? And I'm standing up there in the door, with the door behind me facing the bus driver. And so I'm like, well, then, because he's not answering me, I'm like, well, then I need to get off this bus because I don't know where it's going. And you're not answering me. You're being foolish or whatever you're being. You're not answering me. So can I get off this bus? And he's like, and he didn't answer me. He wouldn't move. He wouldn't open the door. He wouldn't answer me. And I woke up. And so that happened March the 3rd. And like I said, just low energy, being lazy, just not wanting to share. But some would happen. Like when I have to go, catch the bus to go get my mail. I got my mail in the post office place. I see Lawrence here, Lawrence there, Lawrence everywhere. And or just like today when I was laying up there, then I saw the tornadoes and everything. And I remember I was seeing that Indiana, I think Kentucky and all, and I was like, those are the, like, when I Googled I-65, when I woke up that day, those were part of the states and everything. So I'm like, oh my word, I better get up here and do this dream, because I did feel as though it was prophetic, because I don't have these type dreams, right? And so at least I didn't get to do it then. I don't even know if this video is going up. You just, I just want to do, and even yourself, we just want to do what it is that we're supposed to do. If we're being led to do something, we all want to do it. So I was more upset with my sister when I woke up because she wouldn't take me home. And I was looking, because she passed away somewhere like 2008 or whatever. But I was looking up there and I was like, you know what? And when I cross over, don't you be there. Okay. You can't take me home. We had a wonderful day. But in the dream, I was not upset with her. Right. And it's like, I don't even know why she couldn't take me home. Why you can't take me home? Does that mean you can't take me over to where you are in heaven? You couldn't literally, like in the dream, just take me home? I don't know. But I know I wasn't upset with her in the dream at all. It was only when I woke up, I'm like, because this is what we do. This is what I do. I like to pick and have fun. It's like, don't even bother, sister. You couldn't even, I come to be with you and you can't bring me home. But anyway, so I just, I was just in a bad place on the bus. And to me, I don't know if those people, when I start thinking about it days after, if they were immigrants, I would not know. I don't know. I don't know. I do, and I don't know about the four states. It looks like the buses could be an occurrence, that's coming to this or that. The bus could be like, disturbance that's going to present itself. I do know that the first black lady did, like, they were working poor people, good people, but working poor. That street was horrible. It was adultery. It doesn't have to just be sex. Adultery could just not be having a relationship with the Lord, don't believe in Him. It could be anything, doing God knows what, but other than the love of God. Those two ladies over there, they were dressed nice, well to do. Their attitude, they were receiving of me in a positive light. Everyone was kind, but they were going another way, right? So these buses look like they're presenting something to certain areas, certain situations. And Lord God, I don't know any more than that. I'm just presenting a dream. I pray that you guys all have a wonderful day and stay safe. Peace.